My name's Michael Sullivan and I live in the Southern Highlands of New South Wales in an area called Burradoo, which is close to Bowral. My wife and I moved here 23 years ago, shortly after I retired from the accountancy practice which I ran down in Wollongong. We enjoyed life, did a lot of overseas travel, etc. I became self-funded as a retiree. However, when the pandemic hit, our income went down drastically because the income in that testamentary trust was all sourced from dividends from the Australian banks. So my wife became quite worried about it and she said, well, what would we do? And I said, well, fortunately, we have a facility called a FlexiPlus mortgage. And we were going along very well until, unfortunately, she had a stroke and died in early July 18 months ago. So I went into the bank, saw the chap there, and it was one of the major banks, and I said, look, can we do something about this loan? I said, my wife had this loan. I've inherited the house. There's still a small amount owing, a fraction of what the house is worth. Could you just transfer that loan into my name? Oh no, he said, we can't do that. He said, we don't have that facility anymore. I said, well, what are you going to do? Evict me from my house? Oh no, not for the time being. When I think about the attitude of the bank with whom my wife had been and I had been with for some years, and we originally had a housing loan with them which had been paid off, I was quite frankly disgusted. It seems to me that you either have to owe the bank a lot of money or you have a lot of money in the bank for them to look after you. If you're just in the middle, as I am, they really don't want to know you. So I had a look around, got on the internet and came across Household Capital. And then eventually we were able to transfer the house into my name, pay out the bank, and then also give a mortgage to Household Capital. So it's worked very smoothly. Okay, interest rates have gone up a little, but I was already paying 5.25% to the bank in relation to the FlexiPlus mortgage. So the little bit extra that I'm even paying now after all these interest rate hikes is peanuts. I'm not really worried about it. It's certainly a great relief knowing that I don't have to make any payment on that loan at all. And if I want to get more money to do some minor repairs or whatever needs, like painting of this house, I can do it. It's the home that my wife made for me. She didn't want to leave here. I said to her, do you want to move? She said, no, I want to stay here till the end, and that's how it was. I'm greatly relieved to know that I don't have to leave this house. If I want to, I can pay the loan off, and then, as I say, later on, if I need even more, I could probably make another application, and the big relief is that I never have to make a payment. If I want to, I can, but I don't have to. I'm happy to spend the amount of money that I'm saving on, as what my late wife used to call, fun and excitement.